Friedrich Nietzsche was born in 1844 in Raaken, Germany. He was the only boy in a female household. He was so gifted that he achieved a professorship and a doctorate in philology before he even wrote a dissertation. In 1870, he served as a medical orderly in the Franco-Prussian War. It was here that he contracted many diseases that would result in his demise. But it was also his illnesses that propelled him to write his best and most mature philosophy. Today, we will discuss Beyond Good and Evil and Thus Spoke Zarathustra. Beyond Good and Evil is about our will to truth. What is the truth? Is it one definitive state? Or could it mean various things for various people? According to Nietzsche's work, most philosophers are guilty of dogmatism, believing their own philosophies to be absolute truths, when in reality the philosophies we come up with are simply justified explanations of our own assumptions. Pushing past all of this, one would be able to see the true values of the philosopher. Nietzsche also points out the idea that to learn the truth, you have to be willing to question everything without reservation. No truth is divisible into the black and white, because the truth shifts and changes with time. Hence, Nietzsche also believes that those who completely believe in the religion without questioning it are foolish. True faith, according to him, requires the sacrifice of your truth, whatever that may be. In Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Nietzsche delivers a story about a man named Zarathustra, after the prophet of the Zoroastrian religion, who descends from his cave after 10 years of solitude. Zarathustra was overcome with wisdom and desired to share it with humanity. In particular, he wished to share about the Overman, and did so as he arrived in the town of the motley cow. According to him, the Overman is a learned being, free from prejudice or moralities and surviving on his own set of values and purpose. The townspeople think him mad and are disinterested, and it is here that he expresses his dismay of the herd mentality. So Zarathustra gives up his efforts to convert all of them and focuses on simply speaking to the moved individuals. He points out that the Overman wants nothing more than for each of these moments in his life to be repeated. At this, Zarathustra discovers his flaw. He cannot bear to accept that the herd, whose single-minded ways he despises, will have to continue existing and repeating itself without the chance of ever improving. In the end, Zarathustra manages to assemble a group of men in his cave. Although not quite having achieved the position of Overman, they feast and celebrate, and Zarathustra manages to accept and embrace the doctrine of eternal occurrence. So in present times, when is Nietzsche's teachings most applicable? Well, it's most applicable when we read our news. We must be cautious about what we read. We should aim to verify the knowledge we receive before simply accepting it. That way, we'll protect ourselves from the harm that false news could inflict on us. In a similar manner, we can also apply Nietzsche's teachings when we encounter statements, proposals, or even truths that are greatly proposed by many. Before we choose to accept these kinds of statements, we must scrutinize them. We shouldn't aim to fit in with a crowd who has a single set of ideas. Instead, we should aim to understand why they believe so. Understand, appreciate, and yet still critique any teachings that may not be in line with the values we set for ourselves. Overall, if we were to think like Nietzsche, we should create our own values and define our own truths.